Good morning, SoFlo. Welcome to the show. Thank you for watching. 36 years ago, Top Gun captivated audiences and became a piece of American cinema loved the world over, also making Tom Cruise a box office heavyweight. Now, close to 40 years later, a new story emerges in Top Gun Maverick. I sat down with stars Ellis and Ramirez, who gave me a glimpse into what it took to bring this film to life and also the lessons they learned working beside one of Hollywood's biggest stars.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Ellis, Ramirez, congratulations on this movie. 36 years in the making, multiple pushbacks. Jay, with you, how are you feeling?
This is amazing, man. Like it's been like anticipated, like obviously just even the sequel of this movie, but then getting to go make it was a crazy, like obviously like, life-changing experience. And now to be able to like put it out in the world when so many people want to come to theaters and see movies again and experience this community again is absolutely amazing. And I got to work with Tom Cruise, man.
What the hell? Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
Danny, you said you manifested your role in this movie.
Yeah. Well, it was a half joke, half real. I think just based on when I saw it, it just didn't seem like it was going to be a possibility. It's like I saw it as a college sophomore. It had already been 20 plus years at that point that the first one had been made. So I'm like, oh, there's no way that they're going to do a sequel, even though the next year Hollywood started doing all the sequels. So yeah, it felt good when it came around, and I was like, oh, and there's a part for a Latino in there that I don't know, it was exciting. It was like, maybe I did manifest it, but no, it was knowing how much work Tom has put into making this movie and how many times he said no to it until it was right.
With all due respect, sir, I'm not a teacher. Just want to manage expectations.
You both and the rest of the cast flew in F-18s and had to act and give lines amidst immense physical exertion. Yeah. What was Tom's advice and what was that training you had to undergo to really get ready for this role?
There was so much training that went into this. He put together this training program for us it was over 3 different aircraft. It was 40 hours of flight training by the time we got into the F-18s. And then by the time we actually got into F-18s, we used to practice in this wooden thing called a buck, where you would sit with your pilot, you would sit in the back, and you would literally go through your scenes while Tom and Joe and Eddie, stood to the side, and you would literally go through all your movements in this wooden buck.
To me, the most daunting, it felt like this mountain that it was gonna be impossible to climb, was realizing that we were actually gonna do this for real, because I was afraid of flying. So when I was like, I'm afraid of flying, and to be in this movie, I have to be in F-18s, just that like initial thought was like, how am I gonna get up there from down here? But after the first week of flight school, it just all went away. And at that point, it was about like making sure that I felt confident enough to then be able to act and make choices in the air.
This movie is incredible. What does it mean to be a part of this legacy?
Everything. You think about the original and Tony Scott, and Don Simpson, and obviously Tom and Jerry Bruckheimer and Val, like that whole original cast, and how much that movie means to everyone, to film, to aviation, and then to be a part of the sequel of that, where folks are saying that it is as good. Tom always said we were trying to hit a bullet with a bullet. Mm-hmm. And I think like that's such like a perfect way to sum up this movie, is like that's what our intent was. That's what Tom's intent was, and Joe and Jerry and everybody involved in this movie out the gate was like trying to hit a bullet with a bullet.
Having any fun yet?